everyone. We are going to work on lesson 4 in our handwriting book. So for this week we're working on page 45 and 46. So on day 1 you're doing the uppercase L and the lowercase l. So we'll start with that. So we kind of make a loop here and like that. And here's the lowercase l. So we'll practice our uppercase L and our lowercase l, and our uppercase L, and our lowercase l, and we'll keep going throughout this whole line. Okay, then our first word that we're going to do is Lord, which should have an uppercase L. So we're going to make the L, and then it's not connected to the O, so we'll spell Lord, and then we'll do another, and we'll keep going all the way on this line and on the next line. Keep writing Lord. Then the next word we're doing is glad. So remember that the G is a dangler. It comes down. G-L-A-D. And we'll keep practicing the word glad on this line and then on the next line. Continue going here and on the next line. And the last word for day 1 is the, and that's a word that you should practice a lot because you'll have to write it a lot. And just don't forget to cross the T. So we'll do T-H-E, and then we'll pick up our pencil and cross the T. So we'll write the all across this line and keep going, and then on the next line. For day 2, we're going to start with the uppercase P and lowercase p. So the uppercase P is a lot like the print P, and the lowercase p comes down. It's a dangler like that. So we'll do uppercase P and lowercase p. And we'll continue all across this line. Okay, then our first word we're going to write on day 2 is happens. And happens has 2 P's in it. So we'll do H-A-P-P-E-N-S. And we'll write it again, and we'll keep practicing it on this line and then on the next line. So continue down here and practice happens. Okay, and then the next word is friends. And friends is always a tricky word to spell. Remember that it starts with the I and then the E. And then you have to remember to dot the I. And the F is tricky, so make sure you're going in the right direction on the F. Okay, so let's look at the F for a minute. So on the way up, it goes to the right, comes down straight, and then you turn to the left. And then don't forget to dot the I. Okay, and then you'll practice friends on this next line. And the last word you practice for day 2 is in. So in, we just have to remember to dot the I. Remember that the N has 2 humps. So we'll keep practicing in on this line, keep going on this line, and then the next line. And the next page for day 3, we'll start with the uppercase W and lowercase w. So the uppercase W goes all the way up to the top line, and then the lowercase w, we have to end like this because here is where we would continue with the next letter. So we'll go uppercase W all the way up, and lowercase w with this little place right here where we would continue on to the next letter, and continue practicing that for that next line. And the word we're going to practice is whatever. So we're going to go all the way up to the top line. And the uppercase W is not connected to the next letter. So then we'll start down here with the H, A, T, E, V, E, R, and don't forget to cross the T. And you'll write whatever once again here and then again on the next line. The next word we will practice is B. So we can do lots of B's across these two lines. B is something that you'll have to write a lot, so you should practice that. All across this line and across this line. And the final word we're going to practice is dear. D-E-A-R. So we'll practice dear across this line and on the next line. And then on day 4, your job is to trace the whole scripture. So it says, whatever happens, dear friends, be glad in the Lord. And you'll also trace Philippians 3:1. So chapter 3, verse 1. So you'll just go ahead and trace right over here so that you can practice the whole scripture verse. Whatever, and cross the T, happens, and don't forget the comma here. Dear friends, another comma, be glad in the Lord. So you'll continue tracing that. Make sure to check and see that all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted. And then on the 5th day, or on whatever day you get to it, you will choose a special paper from the back of the book, find one you like, and then you'll copy this whole scripture verse, whatever happens, dear friends, be glad in the Lord, on that special paper. So that is the handwriting lesson 4 for this week.